Hey y'all, I just had like a little slip there and I was like, this ain't that kind of channel. All right, let's get it back together. This is wholesome. Well, hello. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Ashante. I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying this channel. You're finding it informative. If so, please make sure that you're liking and subscribe. I went to school. Subscribe and commenting. I think I need some coffee, y'all. Commenting. Y'all know what I mean. On here, so we can talk about the things you guys want to talk about. So speaking of what you want to talk about, after last video, one of the first things that I got back was, okay, so I get it. It takes 2 hours to homeschool your child, whereas in a public school setting, it would take more. Okay, got it. But what do you do after those 2 hours are done? Because now here it is, you have a kid for 22 more hours. No! Okay. It's gonna be okay. Calm down. No one told me about this when I first started. Hey, look at that. Nail polish off. Not so ratchet. Anyway. So, no one told me about this when I first started. After looking it up, because we just were devouring the material, and I didn't know what was going on. Maybe I wasn't giving her enough. Well, I didn't understand. After researching it, it's been proven. It's that one-to-one effect. So what happens is you are able to go through and get through to your child faster because one, you know your kid, and then two, it's just you and him or her. You don't have to do as much. There aren't 20 other children for you to work with. So what you do with that other time? First off, the 2 hours, they say, it's mostly like your basics, your reading, your writing, arithmetic, your science, your histories, etc. That's the bare minimum, okay? But usually, for me, I want to go a little bit deeper. So let's say, for instance, history isn't something that I've always been a fan of. I found it quite boring. And I didn't want my child to have that same issue. So for history, let's say right now we're studying the Mayan culture. We don't just go and read what the book says about the Mayan culture. We also take and watch a YouTube, watch a Netflix. We'll go to the museum, see if they have any local artifacts that are there. We'll go find cookbooks, try to make a recipe off of that. You fill that time with extra things, it actually makes it more real to the child. I think that's one of the issues that we have with history is there's a disconnect. It's not so real. So that's number one. Number two, extracurricular activities are a huge part of homeschooling. Like I said in the first video, sometimes you want to get with other people who homeschool. You'll realize that your phone is going to blow up with invitations. Hey, do you want to go here? Do you want to do this? Hey, I started this group. You could fill up with things like that. Or you can ask your child, what are some things that you like? You know, my daughter's huge on the sciences and the maths. Maybe we can get a coding camp in. Or she's also very athletic. We'll do, more time outside to play and make adventures. She's in organized sports as well. There are times when she's in the water 2 to 3 times per day. I was about to say per week. Don't I wish? Per day. So we homeschool around that. Homeschooling is extremely flexible, so you're able to put more into your schedule. Also, y'all see I'm looking at my paper. I'm trying to make sure I get my little notes. I took that time as well to do more life lessons with her. I realized for me as a woman, I didn't realize all the things that go on with being an adult. Now, I'm not telling her everything, of course, but we sit down and we talk about this is our budget for this week. This is why our budget is this way for this week. We also talk about we're going to the grocery store. This is our budget for groceries. Here are our coupons. And if we have to go to the bank, this is a bank statement. This is what it shows. We have to clean. These are life lessons that kids don't get to see. So many times when kids go to school, they think that we're partying when we're not. We're working just differently. So life lessons. Last thing that I always want to encourage is alone time. Schedule it in. You're going to be with this child for 24 hours. Maybe once you've finished your homeschool curriculum, you both get 30 minutes to an hour of alone time. The child does what they want, you do what you want. Someone takes a nap, someone takes a walk, someone colors. I try not to do so much media, but it's hard. I mean, Minecraft, Fortnite, Slither.io, those things call to these kids more than the coloring book nowadays. So put a cap on that, but let them have their free time. You both need time just to kind of be separate from one another. It makes the time when you're together better. Even though it feels like you'll have a lot of time left over, trust me, sis, you won't. It literally goes like your day begins, then you make dinner, and then you're checking to see what you need to do for the next day. It goes that fast. So don't worry about the time, sis. It will go quickly. But now you have more time to actually enjoy your child, to learn your child, and for them to learn from you. Not just from the books, but from the wisdom that you have. It'll be good. You're going to do awesome. Don't worry about it. We got this. All right, I'll see you next time.